Hey guys, Maxwell McGee here, and I've got some quick and dirty tips to help you avoid every Final Smash in Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. So let's get things started with... As soon as you see Peach activate her Final Smash, you need to get off the ground, otherwise she'll put you to sleep. This can be tricky since the camera zooms in on Peach, so be careful you don't lose track of your character and fall off the stage.
Bowser.
Dealing with Giga Bowser relies on knowing your opponent and predicting when he'll attack. Giga Bowser's immense size can also make it difficult to navigate multi-tiered stages or tight spaces. Shield can also help you, but his attacks are very strong, so use it sparingly.
Sweet.
Yoshi.
In his Super Dragon form, Yoshi has 3 attacks. He'll ram you with his body, shoot fireballs, and breathe fire. You can avoid the fiery attacks by staying either above or below Yoshi, and then dodge when he tries to ram you.
Rosalina and Luma.
You'll want to stay as far away from the big star as possible, which will make it easier to dodge the smaller star. Don't forget, however, that Rosalina can still attack you during this Final Smash, making her the real threat.
Bowser Jr.
Because of the nature of Bowser Jr.'s Final Smash, it's almost impossible for some characters to avoid. Just try to stay to either the far left or the far right sides of the screen, and don't get caught up top.
Wario.
Wario Man is a bit harder to avoid than, say, Giga Bowser, because of his increased speed and erratic movements. Do your best to keep away, and make liberal use of your shield. Wario Man's attacks won't wear it down as fast as Giga Bowser.
Donkey Kong.
To best the Conga beat, you'll want to get as far away from Donkey Kong as possible, and throw out dodges and sidesteps in rhythm with the beat.
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong's Rocket Barrel Barrage looks a lot scarier than it is. The peanut guns are very difficult to aim, so players will likely just spray and pray. Just make sure you dodge around Diddy Kong himself, especially when he starts blinking, which indicates his jetpack is about to explode.
Link. Toon Link.
In a one-on-one setting, Link and Toon Link's Final Smashes are very difficult to avoid. Your best bet is to try to fake your opponent out into missing the attack.
Zelda. Sheik.
Just like with Link's Final Smash, Zelda and Sheik's Light Arrow is also very difficult to avoid one-on-one. If possible, try to put a wall behind yourself to at least stop you from flying back after you get hit.
Ganontorf.
When Ganondorf transforms into his beast form, his initial attack will stun you if you're standing too close. If you do manage to avoid the initial stun, dodging the second attack is as simple as jumping over.
Samus.
The safest place to be against Samus's Zero Laser is right next to her. Dodge into her right as she fires, and you'll land safely behind her.
Zero Suit Samus.
Against the gunship, just keep moving. The laser needs to be dead on to land a hit, but the small explosion it generates at the end does have a bit more reach. Samus can also direct the laser a small bit, so keep that in mind as you move around the screen. Pit's Barrage looks a lot more impressive than it actually is. As with Samus, the best place to be is right next to him. Dodge behind him when he starts the attack, and you'll be able to avoid the bulk of it. Just watch out for the light pillars at the very end.
Palutena.
Avoiding Palutena's black hole is easy enough, just keep your distance. However, the Mega Laser is another matter, as it takes up almost the entire screen. If you can trick Palutena into using this attack in the air, then you might be able to duck underneath it. But even if you do get hit, it doesn't do an immense amount of damage.
Marth.
All you have to do to avoid this one is learn the timing and dodge just as Marth approaches. If timed correctly, he'll sail right on by.
Robin.
Dodging Robin's combination attack is possible. However, it requires a bit of guesswork since you basically need to be dodging just as the attack starts.
Kirby.
To avoid the Ultra Sword, get near Kirby, but not right up next to him. When you see the sword appear, just dodge away and it should pass right by you. This is more difficult to pull off if you're right on top of Kirby.
King DDD.
DDD Burst is pretty tough to avoid one-on-one, so just try to take advantage of his low speed and harass him with ranged attacks.
Meta Knight.
As with Kirby's Ultra Sword, dodging Meta Knight's Galaxia Darkness is just a matter of timing and reading your opponent.
Know my power.
Again, just make sure you're not right up next to Meta Knight when he uses this attack, as that can make it harder to avoid. Alright guys, that'll do it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'll cover the rest of the cast along with some great general tips.
Thanks very much for watching this video, and if you want to see more great videos, go to GamesRadar's YouTube page right over there, or go to GamesRadar.com and check out all the badass content right there.